Hello, my friend. Today is the next monster in the game, Monster Hunter Wilds. Today the enemy is the fire monster Ajarakan. We will talk about what to expect from this giant and how to deal with it. Fanged creature that scrapes its claws on its carapace infused with metal to produce a molten effect. During the fire spring, the region's biggest threat will become active. Ajarakan, a fanged beast of large proportions that looks and acts like a mandrill monkey and a baboon gorilla hybrid. The body of the Ajarakan is covered with golden green jagged scales. It has bright red and blue streaks on its chest, arms, face, and back. Like most fanged beasts that resemble primates, its forelimbs have a larger size and are more muscular. Ajarakan has flat nails on its fingers and thick gripping pads at the toes and fingers, unlike other fanged beasts that have claws. Ajarakan, a powerful and aggressive monster like Rajang, is capable of grappling with other monsters in combat. It can also throw chunks from the ground as projectiles. Ajarakan is fast, agile, and strong like Rajang. It can also climb easily on metal pipes or volcanic ledges, and then attack from above. Ajarakan's tail can cause its armor and metallic shell to glow brightly red, enhancing its attack power with fiery blows. It can also create magma waves or bursts on the ground. They can use an explosive attack if they feel threatened. First, they spin to release dust, and then they launch into the air to impact their enemy with a fiery explosion. They form groups and work together to hunt or defend themselves. However, this is not enough against apex predators like New Udra, who can take down several great apes simultaneously. If you're able to, take some time between your two hunts to replenish your inventory. You will fight your first Ajarakan soon after you complete the Fight or Flight story mission. Ajarakan may appear in Wyveria later on, once it's unlocked. If possible, make sure to have enough potions, nullberries, and cool drinks. For your health to not be steadily depleted by the heat, you'll have to use cool drinks continuously throughout the battle. Ajarakan has two different status effects, Fire Blight and Blast Blight. Make sure to bring all the materials you need for dealing with these. Fire Blight causes your HP to decrease over 30 seconds, while Blast Blight makes your character explode. Nullberries or 3 dodge rolls can be used to cure either status effect. Ajarakan is weak in range. If you get to your distance quickly, it may be possible to roll away these status effects. It is best to use equipment that can resist Fire Blight or Blast Blight. Ajarakan can also cause minor tremors and a weak roar. Items with tremor-resistant or earplug skills may be useful. Shock traps and pitfall traps can be used to capture or weaken Ajarakan. Sonic bombs may work, but not on this monster. Ajarakan, a monster based on fire, is vulnerable to ice and water damage. You can deal more damage with weapons that are based on these two elements. However, they're not necessary to win. Ajarakan has a high resistance to fire elemental damage. Therefore, you shouldn't choose any fire weapons for this battle. Water, thunder, ice, and dragon all have decent elemental damage. Ajarakan is susceptible to all physical damage, so you can use any weapon you like. Ajarakan is weakest in its rear and front. The back and hind legs are stronger. Ajarakan is molten metal armored and has only one weakness, the arm's forelegs. The back of Ajarakan can be broken, while its tail is severable for additional rewards. Ajarakan ridges will drop more often if you break its back. Severing the tail of Ajarakan may also earn Ajarakan's tails. In general, Ajarakan is very melee-focused. It attacks from behind with its large tail and uses its powerful arms to smash the ground. Its tail attacks were very obvious, and I was able to avoid damage by fighting from behind. The armored rear will occasionally cause it to jump around or slide across the floor, causing you to be thrown into the air. A great way to defeat Ajarakan is by staying at a distance and using weapons like a bowgun. Ajarakan may throw themselves at you or hurl molten stones your way, but it is easy to dodge and continue shooting. Ajarakan's speed is surprising for its size. It has a lengthy cooldown between attacks, so there will be plenty of chances to get in front of it. Ajarakan can be mounted for more damage because it is low on the ground. You'll get a rare opportunity to defeat Ajarakan when it is near the forge. You can deal massive damage by firing your grappling hook at the lever on the top of the forge and pressing the button to activate it. Ajarakan may bang on the forge door to try and get the molten steel inside. Time your attacks while this animation is playing. In my case, I didn't use any additional boosts or favorable elements. I like to kill monsters solo without additional boosts. I rely on dexterity, timely dodging of monster attacks, and of course, the right strategy. Using a bow as my main weapon, my character gains enough mobility to face monsters alone. Of course, this drags out the process in time. If you call 3 more players for help, everything will happen much faster. But I am interested in killing the monster solely on my own. So far, I've managed to do it. Some monsters are quite difficult and I spend several attempts on them, but in the end, none of them have forced me to call for help. If you like the game Monster Hunter Wilds and want to see more interesting videos of this game, subscribe to my channel. Also, like the video and I'll prepare a video of the next monster I meet in the game for you. If you have any questions about the game, leave a comment. We have a fairly well-developed community that will help you sort out the difficulties. I also recommend watching my previous video where I showed how I defeated Hirobami. See you in Monster Hunter Wilds, my friend. There are still many different and interesting monsters ahead.